I really enjoyed working with Sanj. We hired him as a Chief Revenue Officer to help us grow our business and help us expand our sales endeavors, our sales pipeline, and our sales process. One of the most effective things that he really helped us do was ask the right questions. When we're going into a process with a prospect, there's a lot of different information that gets thrown at us and that we're responding to in real time. And so when we're having these interactions with our prospects, we need the right information in order to direct the prospect in the right direction to help move them along the sales process and get them closed. So one of the things that I thought Sanj really helped us add a ton of value in terms of being able to ask the right questions to get the information we need to really move the sales process forward and to be able to get those prospects across the finish line. So that was super valuable. That helped us close some pretty big clients as we were working with them. One of the other things that was helpful was to be able to bring a situation with a prospect to him and say, here's the situation that I'm dealing with. This particular individual has these set of circumstances and they have given me this type of feedback. And what do I do with that? How do I respond to that in a way that's going to move them forward through the pipeline so that we don't just have a stagnant sales process? And so it was really helpful to get that kind of feedback from him and help us, again, be able to go back to these prospects, ask them the right questions, lead them in the right direction to be able to continue to move the process forward. Part of it too is being able to sit with Sanj and be able to talk about what our sales process looks like from an executive level and be able to think about how can we make that process more efficient, more simple, more streamlined, and more effective ultimately, right? And so what we did was we would bring him into the conversation of here's what the process looks like, get his feedback on how we could optimize it, how we could make it better. And then we would go back as an executive team and think through the different pieces of it and which parts we wanted to adjust based on his feedback. So that was super helpful to us as an executive team to be able to improve our sales process, improve the way that we took prospects through our pipeline to be able to make it more effective. I think the other piece to that was just be able to offload some of the challenges that we had working with our prospects of how can we improve what we're doing? How can we get better as leaders and business owners to be able to become more profitable, to be able to grow faster, right? And so Sanj was able to help us in that process. We'd come to him, kind of lay out the stuff that we were dealing with, and he was able to ask really good questions to help identify what are some of the key things that we're really need to be focused on.